Welcome to the channel. This is Coach Charles on the soccer benchmark. Now, Manchester United need to sell some players and needs to let others go. They need to keep others. But now the question is, who do you keep and whom do you sell? That is a big question in the house. Now, this discussion basically is arising after both Rashford and Garnacho were placed on the bench or were left completely out of the team against the Manchester City. That was a big game. That was a bloody big game. And you can imagine if a coach decides to leave you out of such a game, it means that there is something that you're not doing that is supposed to be done. You're not doing something right. You're not putting your weight behind the process. You're not a team player. You are not doing things right because the coach has demanded a few standards from the players. And these two players, I think, did not meet the standards. That's why they were left completely out of the Manchester Derby, the biggest game of the season, where people like Rashford and Garnacho should be shining and showing the whole world their prowess and their knowledge and their ability and their, everything about what they do and like about football. But they were not able to make the team. So the question arises, whom do you keep and whom do you sell? Because if you look at those two players, these are really good players. Any team will love to have Garnacho in their team. He's still young, he's still promising, he has those wonder moments, he works hard, and so on and so forth. And then there's Rashford. This guy always makes the headline. Every time it's about Rashford because he's not showing what the team wants. He's not doing what the coach wants. And that is what brings the question, do we keep Rashford or do we sell Rashford? Do we need him? Now, I'm going to look at players that we have at Manchester that we have to decide on whether we keep them and whether we don't. And this is my opinion. If you don't like it, put the comment there. Let's discuss. Let's have a look at it. Now, the first player that I'll put on this list is Onana. Do we keep Onana or do we sell Onana? If you touch Onana, you touch my soul. Onana is for keeps now until further notice. Martinez. When he was brought into the Premier League, everyone thought this guy is too short or this guy is too small for the Premier League, but he has shown that he's way much more better than most tall and giant of players. Because what he does is he does a very solid job. He's able to possess the ball, he's able to pick passes. You can look at the Manchester Derby. He was able to pick those very good passes to Hojland and to Ahmad that led to wins, So such a player, you cannot be able to tell me that you can even imagine selling. We need Martinez in the team because he can also double up as a left-sided wing-back. He can play that role if you allow him to do that. So Martinez is for keeps. Delete, very solid, very good, still very young, and he knows what he wants. He's able to pass the ball, he can possess the ball, he can ping a pass. This is a total, complete player. So delete for me is keep. Then there's Maguire. Lord Maguire has gone through all and managed to survive. Last year under Ten Hag, he was hounded, he was insulted, he was abused, but the player has the mentality to survive. And that is a player that I think if United does not really need to make money or United does not really need to make to create space for another player, I think Maguire is for keeps because he's also humble. He doesn't create chaos in the bench. He doesn't create chaos in the dressing room. So this is a player that I think Manchester United should keep for now. But if a very good offer comes, you can take the money. Euro, still young, just came the other day. Very talented. Generational talent. Keep. Ugarte. Keep. Do not even think about it. Keep. Casemiro, now, our most experienced player, has won multiple Champions League, has won multiple leagues in Spain, came to United, did so well in his first season, but under this system he's struggling a bit. But the coach keeps using him on and off. So I think this is a player that we can keep up to the end of the season and then let go at the end of the season. Ahmad, I am not going to discuss this. It's too good to even talk about it. Keep. Hojland, very young, very talented, interested, hungry, Work rate extremely good. This is a player that you cannot even start discussing that you can think of selling. Keep Garnacho. The jury is out there. The other day I saw Atletico Madrid with Diego Simeone looking at him. This is a player that came from the United Youth system. I don't think we need to sell a player like this. This guy, I think whatever mistake he did, is able to rectify. He's still very young, gives us those wow moments, We cannot let Garnacho go. No, no way. Keep. Mazrui, keep. No discussion. Dalot, keep. Because he's able to play multiple positions. He's able to give you options. He's able to give you the work rate. Albeit right now his form is dipping. I don't know why. I think he's played so many games from last season to this season. But I believe that you cannot let Dalot go. Unless you get a bloody good offer. A 50, 60 million offer. That is the only time you can think about letting Dalot go. Zaxi gives us difference. He brings a totally different mentality. Different style, a different way of playing football. And I like him because he's interested, he's humble, he's quiet. You don't see so much hulabaloo about him. So I think for Zaxi, give him another 18 months. Let's see what he can do. Lindelof. I think it's time for the Iceman to move on. The Iceman has done his part. He was bought by Jose Mourinho. Now it's time for him to venture into other leagues where he's able to play on a day-to-day. He's a very good player. He's a team player. But I think at United now we need players who are going to put in shifts day in, day out for the coach. So I think for Lindelof, it is time for him to move on. So I think he'll sell for Lindelof. Mount, let's give him time. Injuries can be a problem, but the coach likes him. In fact, the coach even mentioned this. He said he likes his attitude, he likes his application, his style, So let's keep Mount for the next 18 months, see what he can do. Shaw. Luke Shaw must go. We cannot have passengers in the team. This guy has been injured almost half the year. Every other season, he's always injured. When he's fit, he does well, but now we cannot keep on history. That is historical data. We want the present. We want players who can be able to play for the coach, who can play in the system, who can be available 90 minutes, day in, day out. We want players who are present. That's why Luke Shaw, for me, is a sell. Rashford, the elephant in the room. Very talented, multi-talented, very good on his day. Does the things right when he's on form. But when he's not interested, this guy is the most annoying player in the world. His body language, the way he walks, the way he eats, the way he dresses, even the coach talked about this. So I think for Rashford, it is time for him to look for better or for different challenge, just the way he said on his presser. And there's a video about this. We're going to talk about Rashford exclusively and see what he meant by saying he is ready for a new challenge. But for me, Rashford is a sell. Malacia. Let's keep Malacia for the time being. He can be a squad player. He can be able to add to what the coach is trying to do. The coach has played him a number of times and he's come through nicely. He was injured for over a season and some day and some. So let's keep him. Let's see what he does in the next 6 months up to the end of the season. Anthony, if a good offer comes, sell. And that is the only thing I can say about Anthony, because this kid he's talented, but his application is just off. There are moments that he comes in and does well, but I think a sell is good. So, thank you for watching. That is my opinion. If you disagree, leave a comment. Take a minute and subscribe to the channel. Give me a like. Yeah? And let's play football without selling players.